Why I'm not worried about inflation. Hey, I'm Kaleb Paddock. I'm the founder of 10 Talents Financial Planning, and today we're talking about inflation. If you've turned on the news ever since we started printing trillions of dollars during the pandemic last year, you've heard inflation in the news. This is good, this is bad, this is, whatever, fill in the blank you want to say. And what I want to talk about today is why I personally, so me as an individual and my family, not clients necessarily. Obviously, we work with clients and help them navigate this. But for me, make this personal. I'm not personally worried about inflation for 3 reasons. Number 1, I own assets. Number 2, I provide massive value through the work that I do and that corresponding income stream for the massive value I provide. And number 3 is I know exactly which expenses on a recurring or periodic basis hit me the hardest, and I can pinpoint my largest expenses accordingly, knowing where inflation may hit them. So let's walk through these real quickly. Number 1, I own assets. The reason why this matters, and we should first define an asset. Your home is not an asset because we define an asset as an asset puts money in your pocket, a liability takes money out of your pocket. A nice, easy definition. Assets put money in your pocket. If you own a home, you know they don't put money in your pocket. We've had to replace the carpet. We've had to replace a water heater. We've had to replace a sump pump motor. Oh my goodness, houses are not assets. They take money out of your pocket. Assets put money in your pocket. So I own assets. I own shares in businesses, right? I own my own business. I own shares in other businesses. I have my money distributed across real estate, businesses, assets, things that put money in my pocket. Number 2, I mentioned that I provide massive value through my work. My work provides an income stream. So that income stream rises over time because I am obsessed with adding massive value for my clients month in, month out, year over year, and I love my work. I'm very passionate about it, if you haven't noticed on these videos. And lastly, I know my expenses. So this is really key. You can have just inflation out in the wild, right? Price of used cars, price of homes, price of college, healthcare. But if you're not using those things, it doesn't really matter. So I know for me and my family, which items hit us the hardest. I know which ones could be most exposed to inflation spikes in terms of my family. And so because I know that, because I know where the cash flows, I know which areas we could rein in, dial up, dial down, which areas are discretionary, which are fixed or mandatory, necessary, and we can calibrate those personal expenses because we know, we have visibility, we are aware of where that cash is flowing. So if inflation overall hits, I can look and see where is our personal expenses going? Where are those expenses going? Are we experiencing personal inflation? And which are those categories? What are those top 3 categories where we as a family are getting hit the hardest or could get hit the hardest? So that's why I personally am not worried about inflation. If you're worried about inflation, I would love to speak with you about that and develop a plan where we can provide some peace of mind, less anxiety on this topic. I'm Kaleb Paddock, the founder of 10 Talents Financial Planning, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. Bye-bye now.